stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dobbs will get started with a pass. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing, Dobbs. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense... for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Dobbs to throw. Toward the perimeter, it's Cooper. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's Dobbs. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Dobbs. That's taken in by Chubb. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, How do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Dobbs. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dobbs now to throw. And he'll just protect the football, go down, and take the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Dobbs. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Achane, a 1st down, and then some. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Pickoff by the rookie out of Florida. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers will take over possession here at the 44.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now, faking the give. He runs with it. So, they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of... Here's a third down and 4. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Here's a third down and 4. From the 50. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here at the 44.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you see a big reason why.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A gain there of 11. First down, L.A.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll throw out of the gun, and he'll just protect the football, go down, and take the sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Throwing now from the gun. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll run with H.N. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with H.N. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Seven 3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Once again, it's Chubb. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Second down and 8. Back to throw. And he'll just protect the football, go down and take the sack. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
So what happened here, Mike, is after the quarterback broke contain, now he's thinking big play. Buy extra time to allow your receivers to work open downfield. But after waiting just a little bit too long and not getting the ball out of his hand, all he could do to avoid the big hit is just to give up and live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they go with Chubb. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's J.K. Scott now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. How about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
What can they do here? This is third and forever. To throw is Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing, Dobbs. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Tua now on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
Those are the plays that hurt. Because as a defense, Mike, you feel like you do everything right in your coverage. There's nowhere to go with the ball, but you leave just enough space for the quarterback to not only break contain, but to get outside and pick up the first down with his legs.
Hill brought in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. Off he goes. And he's into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, back to 60.
Here's Dobbs. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Dobbs to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And If they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Cooper going in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Dobbs now to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Dobbs. Into space at the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Charger first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Off play action. And he'll just protect the football, go down, and take the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Dobbs. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Phillips that time. In there for the sack.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine. They'll
throw now 3rd and forever. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here at the 44.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender into pass coverage and say, we are not going to throw his way. He's already gotten me twice. I'm not going to let him get me again.
Tua, give it to Achane, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In motion, it's Waddle. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll get it inside the 20. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left. and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It is brought in the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw is Dobbs. And that ball incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Chargers' 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That caught by Davis.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part, so once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the gun, here's Tua. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Chubb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Play action now. It's Carr. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out of the game.
First down and more for Chubb. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will score. Quentin Johnston, touchdown, LA.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. And we'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. A run up the middle with Achane. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Tua. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as quarterback's down to an E. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Dolphins 20, Chargers 14.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
You're mine. Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! What's up?
Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this out for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the Dolphins. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look